Yo, what is up, you guys? I'm DeAndre.
I'm Javante.
And this is Dre and Jay. And we're here today to do a movie review for Marvel Studios' Antman and the Wasp, Quantumania. It is the third film in the Antman franchise. And we'll go first couple minutes, non-spoilers. I mean, probably won't go too much into non-spoilers because there's so much to talk about spoiler-wise. But Javante, I'll let you start out. Go ahead. What you got? What were your thoughts from the film?
I know a lot of people are worried because the critic score was very low going into it. I definitely think this is a movie you gotta go see for yourself. You shouldn't just look at the critic score because I actually really enjoyed it. I like it way better than the second Ant-Man movie. Is it better than the first to me? No, but I like it better than the second one. I had a fun time with it. I feel like it got right into what we're getting to. It doesn't take too long to build up to the quantum realm and stuff like that. Kang's amazing. He's everything that he's been built up to be. Jonathan Majors does an amazing job. Michelle Pfeiffer's amazing. Of course, Ant-Man's amazing. Scott Lang. So honestly, I can't really complain. Honestly, I had a great time in this movie. I do understand some people's complaints when it comes to certain aspects, like how it ends, or they feel like this is a piece that's a continuation piece instead of like a closure of a movie for a character that's had his third film. So I get all that, but overall, I enjoyed the film.
Yeah, I mean, kind of the same thing. You know, I thought the performances by Michelle Pfeiffer and Jonathan Majors stood out for sure over the rest of them. Jonathan Majors, I mean, just amazing as Kang. That honestly was the main reason why I wanted to watch this movie for Kang, and we got Kang in this movie, and he was a dope, badass. You know, like every time he was on screen, he stood out compared to everyone else.
Definitely worth the build up.
Yeah, for his character.
Definitely gonna be a problem.
For sure. Yeah, and like you mentioned, Javante, you know, it doesn't feel like a conclusion of a franchise because this is the third movie, and compared to a lot of third movies recently that have been done, you know, it wasn't up there when you compare it to those as far as the conclusion of story telling. But you know, it did leave you with a lot of questions for the future. You know, as far as as far as Kane's presence in the MCU future. There were some weird aspects of this movie for sure. I just found out the other day. It turns out the Rick and Morty writers were writers on Ant-Man, and I could tell when I was watching it. M.O.D.O.K. When M.O.D.O.K. first is on screen, like his introduction, great, liked it. The CGI, you know, with Corey Stoll in his face, it wasn't as bad as I thought from the trailers. Like it actually was a lot better watching it in theaters, and I do wish that they would have gone more towards like a disfigured face, just to kind of match the body and kind of show like, oh, this is why show why the mask comes on every now and then. I also just think it would have made him look a little bit more intimidating if like his face was scarred or something like that. But I'm not complaining too much about it. So yeah, and again, his introduction was great. However, by the end of the movie, hated how they did his character. Some of the jokes hit in this film. Some of the jokes don't for me. And I'll explain, especially a few of them later when we talk spoilers. And then Catherine Newton as Cassie Lang, you know, she was good. You know, it wasn't anything where like, oh my god, like she's amazing. Like I can see why they replaced the other actress with Catherine Newton. No, I mean she didn't really give me anything where like, oh okay, you know. Like it shows a clear upgrade.
I think she's a little. You know, she has more projects. She's done more. She's also led in movies. So I get why they made the change. She was cool. Like you mentioned with the jokes, I think the jokes, some of them land, some of them don't. Like DeAndre said, I think all MCU movies. I don't think any MCU movie has every joke land. And at least the characters that are supposed to be the jokey ones are the ones joking. It's not like it's Kang making the jokes or anything like that. So that was good. Another thing I was to say was the story. I feel like the story is very fluid throughout. I guess there's a couple small points where you're like it's kind of slowing down for you. And you're like, okay, we can speed it back up a little bit. But for the most part, I thought the story flowed pretty well. The movie went by pretty quick to me. I felt like my girl Wasp didn't have anything to do though. I feel like she didn't have nothing to do in this film.
Yeah, she didn't. She was just there, honestly. And,
Yeah.
if they would have changed the title to just Ant-Man Quantumania, and not to like, disown her or disapprove of her. It's just that she wasn't really in the film to stand on her own and make her worthy of sharing that title.
And she's great in the film. Don't get to it. She's great in her role. It is that there's not a lot for her in that role. She's great in what she does, but it's just not a lot for her. Same with Hank Pym. Hank Pym, I feel like, has very little, like... I mean, he has some moments at the end of the film, but it feels like for the most part, Hank Pym just there to be with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like Hank Pym really doesn't have much of a role anymore going forward either. But, mainly with the Wasp, I expect a little more out of her, but we didn't get that. But overall, she did great in what she had. Action. It's a lot of action.
Yeah.
A lot going on. The family aspect is a dope, whole put together with Scott Lang and his family, and Cassie now being older and doing her own thing. Like, I thought all that worked. What else?
I mean, it's alright.
It worked. It wasn't crazy. It was alright. It was cool.
What else was I gonna say?
Kevin Feige better start saying some more good things.
As far as like, this movie, it again, like, I think a lot of the bad reactions or bad reviews of it comes from because of what we expected. And months ago, and even when we saw the first couple trailers, like, we expected this movie to be somewhat epic, somewhat, see like the scales, the stakes be somewhat similar to Infinity War type vibe. And it didn't provide that necessarily. But I still think overall as a
I disagree. I think it did in a way, but I'll explain later when we talk spoilers.
Okay. But overall, yeah, I think as an Ant-Man movie, it's great. I do like it over the second one for sure. Mm-hmm. If I had to give this movie a rating, I'd probably give it
10 out of 10, better than Batman.
Oh, shut the fuck up!
I'm just kidding, guys. Calm down. Calm down, guys. Just playing.
I'd probably give it like a 7.5.
I go 8.
7.5 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. What was I say? I just really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun film. Start Phase 5. Great way to start off. I'm cool with it. Ant-Man's a character. I actually enjoy his films. The second one's not a horrible movie. I think there's movies I hate but don't like more. I watch it. It's okay. From the first one, I really like the first one. The second one's like a kind of a downgrade. But this one's really solid. It's a solid trilogy for Ant-Man. Yeah. Better than Thor's movies. Better than Thor trilogy.
I definitely like this shit over Thor Love and Thunder.
It's better than Thor trilogy. Yeah, that's it.
I liked it over Thor Love and Thunder. I loved it over Thor The Dark World.
That's what I'm saying. This beats the Thor trilogy.
I mean, Thor has what, 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, Thor and Ragnarok.
Not a trilogy. Thor's movies.
I don't know, because Thor 1 and Ragnarok are both great.
So is Ant-Man 1 and this one's solid.
Are any of them better than Ragnarok?
Ant-Man 1's better than Ragnarok.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ragnarok, I feel kind of overrated. I mean, I get it has all the jokes and shit like that, but...
Your opinion.
Go ahead.
I actually don't even like Ragnarok's funny. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the movie, but it's not even... I don't even like the movie for the jokes, necessarily, but,
What do you like the movie for? What do you like it for?
I like it a lot for like the cinematography and some of the
Quantumania had that.
Action was good in Thor Ragnarok, but yeah, and also like think about the ending of Thor Ragnarok.
No,
see, like you talking
the post credit scene.
Yeah, like that
doesn't count. You can't have the post credit scene.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. That's not part of the movie. That's the post-credit scene.
I'm just saying, but as far as that feeling after...
Because you knew what was coming next. Yeah, but that's post-credit scene. I don't count, motherfucker.
Yeah, but still.
That shit don't count.
But still, as far as that leaving you with that feeling, like, Ant-Man didn't necessarily...
This was some cool post-credit scenes.
Yeah, they were dope. Let's
get to it then. I'll give this movie 8. Y'all give it a 7.5. That's what we rocking with. Let's get to these spoilers.
All right, spoilers. Spoiler warning. 5, 4, 3, 2... 1. All right. Kane, Jonathan Majors. Badass. Motherfucker was tight. Over here obliterating niggas left and right. Especially during that final battle scene. Like, it's hard for me to think, like, damn, Because when we did like a CBM talk a while ago, we talked about like the new Avengers that they plan on establishing, and like the main three. It was like what Shang-Chi, Sam Wilson's Cap, Shuri, and I'm like, yeah, I don't see how any of them niggas beating Kane, bro. Because Kane that guy, bro.
But and then I'll find this version of Kang. Let's see.
But if you're not fighting, I mean, but either way, if you're
fighting a lesser version,
whatever Kang that is going to be in Kang Dynasty, like that's going to be pretty much like the supreme Kang.
Yeah, and Kang, for sure, in Kang Dynasty probably, yeah. But I'm saying, but the build up to this, I think we're going to start seeing Kangs more and more movies.
So you think he's going to be the villain in every movie pretty much from now on?
He's going to play a similar factor in every movie going forward. That's how I look at it. I think he's a part of every movie going forward from now on.
I mean, he could.
As far as stakes, I think there are stakes because I looked at it like that movie ended, right? And we thought, oh, they won. But even Antman was like, did we really win? That motherfucker said we had to let him out. We gonna be fucked. So I think that now, since he's stuck in that other realm, I forgot what it was called when they were down there at with the multiple versions of Ant-Man stuff. I think that motherfucker's gonna come back, and I think he's gonna find a way to escape that. And Chime is gonna fuck around, and because he's different than what we've seen, like. In Marvel's movies, in the MCU, we've been established there's no such thing as change in the past. You just make a new timeline, right? Mm-hmm. With Kang, he actually said he changed the past. How he was telling Michelle Pfeiffer, I can take you back to her and change all that. So basically, it felt like he was more saying, I could actually change the past instead of just making another timeline.
No, he would make another timeline just with her returning.
No, that ain't how he said it. When he was saying it, he said, I can bring you back, I can take you back to her and she'll see you when you come out the door. Basically taking you back to where you were.
But that doesn't imply that he would take you right back. I'm saying I think it would probably just be another timeline.
No, because he even talked about how time is like not that great and stuff like that. But what I'm saying, I think he has the power to go back in time and stuff like that, and actually fuck around with time as it is. Like not just make new parallel universes, but actually go back in the same timeline and change things. And that would make him fucking scared because imagine like we just had all this, right? But imagine Kang can go back in the past in the timeline and change things, kill off the first Avenger team or something like that, and change how all the history goes with the MCU or Earth 616. This Earth.
Nigga, I know the MCU is not doing that shit.
No, not in that kind of way. What I'm saying,
MCU is not going to be like, you know what? Let's rewrite all our old Avengers movies.
No, not rewrite them. But no, that's what I'm saying. Not rewrite them all. But what I'm saying is, you could take Kang. Mm-hmm. You say he went back and changed everything and was like basically killed all the Avengers in the first movie. The Avengers never happened. Okay. And from there, shit done change and spiral, right? In a way, when you got to Kang Dynasty, you could bring certain characters in. I'm going to say, you could do some dope things with the timeline. Like, you could change a lot of things. Like, what if Cassie was killed in the timeline somewhere? Or say instead of Iron Man dying, it was Cap. Say Black Widow. I'm gonna say you change a lot of things.
Well, again, I think it's more of alternate realities than it is going back and changing time. Because again, he's mentioned before, like, oh, I've killed Avengers before. I've killed the one with the hammer. So again, I think those are more of alternate realities than they are of him actually going back and reversing time and then changing the time.
Because he even asked her, he said, "What would happen after you bring me back to my daughter? What will happen with the future?" So if that's the case, you should have to worry about the timeline then. You know what I'm saying? I think Kang has the capability with that machine to go back in time. And not just like change universes, like actually go back in the past or the future and make changes. That'd be clean as fuck. And that's why I think he's scary, because even Ant-Man's like, what if the motherfucker... I think that's a scary because like, oh shit, he's gonna be back. But how would that affect the timeline? Is that how you get the X-Men in?
But the reason why I say like no states, because you didn't have. I wish Hank Pym would have caught the bullet and died in this film. They had to lose something. I feel like that was something that was missing.
That's what I'm saying. The future Bobby lost.
They had to lose something. And also, bro, I saw like Michael Douglas. He was interviewed, and they asked him about like, oh, what do you think? Thoughts on Ant-Man 4? He was like, well, I hope I die in this one. And I'm like clearly this man doesn't feel like doing this anymore. You had the perfect opportunity, because there was one point in the movie where you had a perfect. Kane is just bodying these niggas left and right, and you had a perfect opportunity for Kane to literally just watch this nigga hate him.
What if you're saving that? What if you're saving that for when Kane goes back in time and kills Michelle Pfeiffer's husband?
But it's like you had it for this movie. You didn't.
But maybe you're gonna save it for down the road. Maybe you want to save it for when you get closer, when you're gonna get to Kang Dynasty.
But why?
Because it could show how Kang has impacted the world and changed the world.
But you could have done that now. You could have done that with this. I'm saying, like, of course you can always go back and say, oh, we can do this in the future. We can do this in the next movie. We can do this. But I'm asking right now. You should have done this.
Yeah, you could have did that. I'm not disagreeing with you. I mean, I think they're gonna save some shit like that. I think they're saving that.
What else about the movie? Bill Murray. Cool. I love Bill Murray, but I just
he was cool in his role.
Well, he was cool. Bill Murray. I expected more. I expected more from Bill Murray. I expected, when they announced that Bill Murray was cast, I was like, oh, okay, like he's gonna be in this movie.
Bill Murray too old, bro. He chilling, bro. Hey, you could give Bill Murray too much fucking shit. He's too old for that.
I expected more from him.
What else did you want to see out of Bill Murray?
I don't fucking know. I just expected more.
I thought he had a nice little cameo. Like, he had a couple scenes, talked, laughed, made some jokes, and that was it. I thought that was perfect for Bill Murray. At his age also, like...
I expected more.
Like what, though? Like, what would you want to see? More screen time? What?
More, just a little bit more screen time, sure. I can say
I thought it worked out. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you got?
One thing I like about this movie is it felt like Star Wars in a way to me. All the different creatures, different body types, like robots, all kinds of different kind of animals they've never seen before. Like, I love that. I thought that was such a dope, like, it took me back to Star Wars with the old school George Lucas Star Wars, where they'd be in the cantina. And there's a whole bunch of different, like, when they walk in the bar, there's like a whole bunch of different creatures. They can't speak the language, just like that. Like, I thought like that was pretty cool to see, like, the different kind of animals and things that you create. Or creatures, by the way, not animals. But I thought that was dope. It really took me to Star Wars. That's the first thing I thought about. Also, the whole ooze thing they had to drink, that shit, that was a unique, that was smart, unique way to do that without making it like too like, oh, motherfuckers, everybody speaks English all of a sudden. Everybody can speak proper English. Yeah. The ooze made sense because now you can understand. I like that too. Thought that was a dope concept. The guy could read minds. I know he's a pretty known actor, the black guy. He's gotten pretty big.
Jackson Harper.
I liked him. He was funny. He kind of reminded me of Charles Gambino a little bit.
I got that vibe too.
Yeah. But he was funny. He wasn't overly done. I thought he was cool. I thought the jokes between him and Antman were cool too. He was cool. Did you like the holes joke? All the holes?
That shit started to get overplayed, but it was alright.
Yeah. I had a problem with it.
I don't know. I mean, also just because the rest of them, maybe because I'm too harsh on it right now because I'm thinking about all the other jokes that were incorporated. It wasn't that bad. When I consider
what jokes you have a problem with?
What jokes?
Yeah.
It's the joke. It's the fucking dick joke, man. That shit pissed me the fuck off.
Oh, he's I won't be a dick no more.
When Cassie, which I'm surprised you don't call this shit out because I remember Spider-Man, your ass was calling out. Oh man, Spider-Man can't beat Doctor Strange, all this, but you got Cassie over here working fucking M.O.D.O.K.
But she's also huge.
Man, bro, come on.
She's big. I know if she would beat him straight like that, then okay. But she got super big.
Whooping his ass.
But she whooped his ass when she was running from at first. When she started whooping his ass. When she got fucking super big and he couldn't hang with her. He was like, oh shit, she got big as fuck. And she started swinging her hands like a fucking, like a dog, like she should. Man. If you're that big, bro, you should be able to beat the shit out of M.O.D.O.K.
Man, look.
Should you lose anybody if you're that big?
I mean, Ant-Man lost when he was big like that.
Who? He was with Spider-Man's ass. He whooped all the Avengers' ass when he was big.
Iron Man, Rhodey.
No, he did. Nigga, they had to literally do a fucking trick to knock his ass over. When they had to find anything they could because he was destroying everything.
I'm just saying the way, because let's put it this way. You had M.O.D.O.K. come in the way he came in on screen was dope, especially when he was attacking city, destroying all them buildings, which them big ass fucking houses.
Yeah, for sure.
That could move.
That's different. Those are more stiff. There's literally guns that can just move around. But not really like the same.
But he was destroying they shit. So I mean, and
that's not the same.
But okay, fine. But either way, whatever with the whole Cassie thing. Regardless, I even have that shit saved in the screenshot.
Her whooping his ass doesn't bother me.
Okay, you could say that. I'm not even that mad about the whooping that. I'm just saying she did. But yeah, there was an interaction between Cassie and M.O.D.O.K. She said, just stop being a dick. And M.O.D.O.K. said, it's too late for me to stop. Look at me. All I've ever been was a dick. And then Cassie said, it's never too late to stop being a dick. And I was like, come on, bruh. And then M.O.D.O.K. switches, pulls a 180, helps them defeat Kang. It's like, bruh.
But it kind of makes it because Kang was treating him like shit. Like, it ain't like Kang was treating him good. Kang treated him like trash. Man.
But you only showed him treating him like shit one time. It ain't like you've had this whole.
But literally, the scene we do see him, he literally tells him, Don't talk while I'm in the fucking room. And throws his ass cross.
But either way, he's a guy who fixed you up, gave you all this power. So yes, if at the end of the day, I would think a nigga like M.O.D.O.K would be like, you know what? Hey, you told me to shut the fuck up. He's
for how long? They've been together for how? What, 40 years?
But still, like, you switch back that fucking quick?
What did Darth Vader do?
Nigga, what?
When Palpatine fixed up Vader, what did Vader do eventually? Vader say, fuck this motherfucker, fuck this.
Palpatine also lied to the nigga.
Okay.
Saying, oh, your wife died. Well, if my wife died, how the fuck did she have kids?
But still, well, she did die though. But this is still the same thing. Listen to this though. That's what I'm saying with M.O.D.O.K. A motherfucker been down for 40 plus years, bro, and realized, hey, this motherfucker don't treat me right. And also, shit, was I the bad guy? Yes. But was he really bad because he wanted to be bad? Was he bad because he wanted the fucking company? He wanted the company. I get that. But 40 years down there probably changed that motherfucker's mindset, bro.
Yes, but what I'm saying is the fact that Scott did that to him, I would think he would be pissed for
how long?
He scarred him forever. Like, fuck no. I mean, he disfigured him.
Yes. Actually, he has to help. He also did himself.
I'm gonna have fucking rage forever towards this exact group of people, towards Hank Pym, towards Scott, towards fucking Hope, everyone.
Bro, 40 years in the quantum realm, that shit feels probably like he's probably feel like he's been there for a lifetime, bro.
No, I don't know what it is about you liking these damn villains.
It's not about liking the villain,
but
it's about
that shit.
It's about, bro, like, a villain doesn't always have to stay bad. Some motherfuckers realize, like, shit, low key, I might have been wrong too in some way. You want motherfuckers just to be like, damn, oh, I'm the villain regardless. I hate you regardless. No villains like that though.
Yes, there are plenty, Javante.
There are
plenty of villains like that.
Which one?
Joker,
that's different. Joker's literally
different.
He's a crazy person. He lives for chaos.
Okay, what about Ultron? Has Ultron ever turned good?
No, but Ultron's built because Ultron's fucking memory's all fucked up. That's how his shit's fucked up.
Huh? What about Green Goblin? Has Green Goblin ever turned good?
Green Goblin was good in Spider-Man, but he ended up being a good guy. They fucking got rid of him.
But I'm saying no. I'm talking about before. I'm talking about villains regardless. In comics and in TV.
No, but those guys have also Green Goblin's also a damn psychopath. You brought up 3 psychopaths. My point is, bro, I'm saying M.O.D.O.K. The thing about M.O.D.O.K. trying to kill Kang made sense because Kang treated him like shit.
He treated him like shit one time in the movie. And then
y'all just... That's not the point. Okay. They showed us him treat him like shit. That's the point of showing us seeing that.
Because this is the same... Because you're the same one talking about, oh, man, I don't know why Megatron would help Optimus in that situation and all this shit. Like, you know, everyone talks about that scene in Transformers Dark of the Moon where Megatron just suddenly helps out Optimus Prime and defeats fucking Sentinel. It was the same thing. It was a complete 180.
No, my thing with Megatron was Megatron should let him kill Optimus Prime, then he'll kill oh boy. It would be one thing if he would have helped Megatron kill him. Megatron said, "I'm gonna kill you." Megatron said, "I'm gonna help you kill." That's like if M.O.D.O.K. would have said, "I'm gonna kill the Avengers, I'm gonna kill Antman, and then try to go kill Kang." No, it made more sense for him trying to help kill Kang because Kang wasn't expecting him to try to help them.
I just don't get it. How y'all fucking are okay with this shit, bro? Like no, why? Like it should. M.O.D.O.K. should stay a fucking villain. At least
he was a villain.
No, if he does stay, he should stay villain for future movies.
He's not coming back in the future.
But that's what I'm trying to say, Javante. He should have.
Why?
Should have. If it was me personally, I would have done it where, all right, Kane's defeated. Bet who takes over all the shit in the quantum realm? M.O.D.O.K.
But why are we going back to the quantum realm anymore? I'm saying
I'm not saying you're going back to it, Javante. I'm just saying though, as far as like, oh, you know who's in charge of who's taking over the quantum realm.
But my point is, there's no point in doing that if you don't never plan on exploring that character or that arc no more.
And M.O.D.O.K. could be explored.
No, you're not. You're not exploring M.O.D.O.K. You're not going back to the quantum. So you're not exploring M.O.D.O.K. anymore. What I'm trying to say is,
again,
you're killing him by. This is what I'm trying to say. You can tell back to talking. You leaving him alive and saying, "Oh, he taking over," basically means we're about to go back here. If you kill him, you're basically saying, okay, we're done with that storyline, we're moving on. When you save a character, you have to go back to that. That means you have to go, you plan on going back to it eventually. Yes. If they're planning on going back to it, maybe then I can understand what you're saying, but I don't think they plan on going back to M.O.D.O.K. He's not a main character for them. They got so much other shit to do still. They don't need M.O.D.O.K. like that.
Oh my god, he should have, but
that's what I'm trying to say.
He should have been, bro. M.O.D.O.K.
He's a cool character.
And he could have been in some future project down the road. Who knows?
He's in the quantum realm.
But the thing, he could have escaped down the road again.
Why would we want to skip the quantum realm, bro?
Javante, I don't fucking know. He could have escaped down the road. Either way, man. It was stupid the way they did it. The whole conversation between him and Cassie was fucking dumb as fuck. Him coming in, I'm Darren and I'm not a dick. It again, bro. Stupid. Hated it. When that scene popped up, the scene that popped in my head that I was thinking about was Homelander during The Boys.
I don't know, just don't be a dick.
It's too late.
That is what popped in my head during that whole M.O.D.O.K shit, bro, because it just really pissed me off. Because he came in badass, came in dope as fuck in the film, and then ended it, joking, talking about I'm an Avenger now.
That was funny.
Sky, you were always seemed like a brother to me. It's like
that made sense.
No,
though.
it doesn't. Stop.
Yes, it does.
It
makes sense
Stop.
because it makes sense for the joke. If you listen, it makes sense for the joke because even Ant-Man's looking at him like, huh? That's why it's funny because even Ant-Man's like, oh, brother, what the fuck are you talking about? So we're looking at like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, how you look at it, what the fuck are you talking about? Same thing Ant-Man's do. It's like Ant-Man's like, oh yeah, you're right, we were cool.
But it's like, why would M.O.D.O.K say some shit like that?
That's the point. That's why Ant-Man reacts the way he reacted to it. It's like, huh? That's what the joke is. Like, Maul just saying all kind of rap shit. That motherfucker said I'm an Avenger and shit. I was like, he's having his fucking last say before he dies. His like heroic moment.
That shit wasn't funny to me.
It was funny because Ant-Man was looking the same way everyone else was looking like, brother.
That shit wasn't funny.
But you made it sound like Ant-Man's like, yeah, that's my brother, some shit like that.
That shit wasn't funny to me, man.
That's fine. Hey, humor's different for everybody. I get that. That's fine.
M.O.D.O.K, they ruined him. Was great. I thought, you know what? He might be tight. By the end, they ruined him.
I like seeing Cassie have to learn how to fight in the suit as a miniature person. I thought that worked very well. Like Scott trying to teach her how to do the momentum and punch at the same time. It's like that, her trying to learn. Because she is still new to the suit and barely having it. So I thought that worked. What else would I say? The quantum realm itself looked very nice to me. I thought it looked very good. I thought they did a good job with it. Exploring it and actually like trying to develop it and show something different. Because the quantum realm is not something you can really just picture out. It's kind of like whatever is in your mind. So I thought they did a good job trying to like just make wherever you come to mind, just some random stuff you ever think, like just like putting random stuff together, like some chaotic stuff in your mind together. I thought it worked out very well to me because there's no real like thought of what the quantum realm should look like. So I thought that worked. Like the creatures and everything like that.
Yeah. I mentioned Rick and Morty writers were on it, so I could tell, especially for certain scenes. There was one with like when Ant-Man was retrieving the artifact for Kang. He kept like doubling in himself, and there was more and more copies, and it kind of was like that Rick and Morty episode where like Rick and Summer and Morty are unsure of themselves, so then it just keeps doubling because they are unsure, and it just causes like all these different
Brahms one was funny. I like the Brahms.
Yeah,
Baskin Robbins one.
Uh-huh.
This was hilarious. But I thought overall that shit all worked for me. All that stuff worked. Like I had no problem with it. The Quantum Realm, the mission to get Kang back the damn item for his chair. I thought it all worked for me. But
yeah, Quantum Realm was dope. I think towards the end, especially like the whole rebellion, they kind of again reminded me of Thor Ragnarok. You had the one character who was kind of like meek or kind of like Korg, and I think one of them even mentioned like, oh, it's the revolution, and I was like, oh, that's Korg right there in that situation. And then you had Meek, the Meek version, which was the guy with the holes and everything.
Yeah, he got shot. That shit was funny when he got shot up.
That shit was funny. I'll admit that shit was funny. And then he had several holes.
Yeah, that chick was cold too. That chick was putting in work.
Yeah. She kind of reminded me of Gina Carano. Yeah, but she was dope. Quantum Realm aspect of it, I thought it was cool. Especially like we mentioned, like it jumped right into it. First 10 minutes of the film, they're in Quantum Realm. So a lot of that worked. Again, like my only minuses for this movie was like, I wish somebody would have died. Hank or maybe Janet, but probably most likely Hank. I would have preferred Hank. And also what they did with M.O.D.O.K towards the end, I just hated that. But otherwise, I enjoyed it, man. I think looking at it, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, Kang, when he was whooping Ant-Man's ass. You know, that, hey, there was no trailer trickery there. He was actually whooping his ass in the film.
Yeah, that was dope.
Bodying him, giving him work. I didn't like how after that, though, like right when they closed the portal, like Cassie was able to open up another one right then and there. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I wish, like, that's some states I would have enjoyed. Like, you could have had it where Hank stuck behind and he was almost dying, but he decided to close the portal and leave himself and trap Kane, you know, or something like that.
Yeah, you could have.
Like Hank sacrifices himself to trap Kane. Quantum realm portal closes. Cassie isn't able to reopen it. Hank dies.
I mean, yeah, I'm cool with them retiring those characters happily ever after if they want to and say Hank, him, and his wife are going to do their own thing. They're done. Like, I'd be cool with that too. Like, you don't have to kill them if you don't want to. You can just retire them if you want to and get rid of them. I don't think there'd be no more movies. But if you just want to put them to the side and say Michelle Pfeiffer and Hank Pym, they're gone. I'd be cool with that too. Because, I mean, they did lose his wife for a long time. I mean, if you want to say that and they go that route, they retire, they go do their own thing, I'd be okay with that if they chose to do that. But I like the idea too with the Hank Pym staying behind and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's just like, when Cassie was able to reopen it right then and there, I was like, okay, why didn't y'all just close that shit when Kane was about to enter it? And then y'all fucking ditch Kane. Then she can just open it when y'all are away from him, you know?
Oh, you mean I got the
at the end, like you could have literally just escaped, gone somewhere else in the quantum realm, had Cassie open.
You had to be able to track them again.
Yeah, which she could have done.
That was the hard part.
She could have done, and then opened the portal then and there.
But Kane could have pulled up though. You know, he could have pulled up on them.
Pulled up on what?
On them.
On who? How? His whole empire was toppled.
Had his suit on, kind of.
I do hope that in the...
His suit was tight, by the way. I like the suit.
Yeah, also, I don't know. How do you feel about this? Do you think that his suit should have got torn up like that by them damn ants?
Yeah.
That fucking easy?
Them ants, them are a lot of ants, bro. That's a lot of fucking ants.
I'm just saying,
that's some big ants. Them ain't so small.
Okay,
them big ants.
Okay, well, I'm going to say this. I hope in the future movies that they show that he has a reason why his armor is upgraded or some shit like that. Because if they show the Avengers putting in that work and they ain't able to disrupt or damage his suit like that, no, I'll be like,
ants also are they were tech geniuses also. But also has a lot of ants, like over 100 something ants he threw, 100,000 ants he threw them.
Yeah, but
there's over at least 1,000 ants he brought. That big ass ants is coming out and tearing up his shit, just trying to fuck with his fucking shit.
Yeah.
Now you can always say he could have upgrade him and stuff like that, but also think about it, he ain't gonna lose the same way twice, so he probably already knows now.
They also got to upgrade his army.
Yeah, I think all stuff's gonna happen. Like I said, I think this is just the beginning of the Kane here. Now you've seen a little bit of what Kane the Conqueror could be. He gone. When he come back though, now he knows how to beat. He knows how not to lose. He gonna be more. You never know. Kane can go in the future, find some things, and come back to the present and whoop ass.
Yeah.
You just never know. I mean, and that's the thing about Marvel right now. We just don't know where they're going with all this. Like, I thought this would give me more clarity about where the future's going. I guess it gave me a little bit, but also there is so much with the Kang stuff, with the whole multiverse. Like, there's so much going on that you're gonna have to really just wait till we get to that point when it's Kang Dynasty to really know what we're getting.
I think
that's a good thing, though.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, does this automatically like say, oh man, Marvel has course corrected like this jumpstart, like Phase 5 is going to be amazing?
Yes.
No, not yet. I can't say
what
that.
You mean?
I can't.
We now have our baddie.
I can't say that yet.
But why not?
I can't.
Is what I'm saying.
I'm just still, as far as the quality of films, it's not up to par as what they've done in the past. That was great.
Well, I expect the Marvels to be good. The Marvels.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got like.
Bias is better than Phase 4 already.
I liked it a lot more than Phase 4 projects. Don't get me wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
But
and the fact that you have the King stuff that doing. I think the fact of Phase 4 was trying to. The thing about Phase 4 is Phase 4 was trying to rebuild and have to rebrand everything. It was like after the Avengers, all that shit's over. How do we restart all over and like with new characters that people don't know about, people don't care about right now? Because all our main kids that people fell in love with are pretty much gone, right? Now with Phase 5, you're getting those guys. You're getting the guys that you already know, and you're getting these guys that you come to love in Phase 4, and you got now the big bang that you know of.
I mean, I still gotta see. I'm still of course, I'm still interested in.
No, I know. I'm okay.
And I think Marvel fans are going to be interested.
They'll
enjoy the hell out of this movie.
That post-credit guys are all.
I think for the people who have been let's say Marvel fatigue. Like they've had the Marvel fatigue, they've started to get tired of these movies and everything. Then I don't think this movie's gonna, get your excitement back just yet.
If you have Marvel fatigue, I don't think nothing's getting you back.
Yeah, I think it would take. I don't
think anything's getting you back if you have Marvel fatigue. If you're tired of the Marvel movies and you're done, I don't think there's much that can really get you back. What's gonna get you back?
I mean, unless when Secret Wars comes out or some shit like that, then you'll probably.
That's not fatigue. That's just hype beast. You will be hype beast. You just want more hype. You just want more. Actually, you want Infinity War high again,
or let's just say like a Civil War type movie, or just something epic.
So you want the hype high.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so you don't want the build up there. You're not really in the Marvel shit. If you don't want the build up, right?
Again, that's why I said it. Not Marvel film. I'm talking about just as far as people who just watch films, casual film.
Well,
viewers.
no, I'm talking about people that want Marvel. Well, I think casual films gonna watch Marvel regardless. But I'm talking about you said Marvel fatigue. If you got Marvel fatigue, you're probably not watching anything they put out unless it's some shit that's like hype beast.
Well, no, I'm saying like as far as quality of films, if it's a great quality film, like quality.
But you just said Marvel fatigue.
Yes.
Marvel fatigue means Marvel movies.
What I'm saying is people, like, let's say someone comes out with Captain America New World Order. Captain America New World Order, I don't see it being like this whole CGI world. Like, it's going to be like Winter Soldier type vibe. That is something I'm saying. Like, people.
So you're not talking Marvel fatigue. You're talking about people want the phase 2 early phases, basically.
Yes, like that.
Okay, I think I think a person that wants that probably will get that with that movie, but I think if they're expecting to get that down the road, they're not gonna get that no more. Because we're done with that stuff. We're done with the Earth. We're done with the Earth type level villains.
Shit, you say that. I'm not for some characters. Spider-Man, I hope for God.
Well, no, Spider-Man, but for the majority, like for the bigger picture, the Earth type villains are done. Like I think that's pretty much it. Even Spider-Man's probably the only one that's really gonna have villains still on Earth.
I mean, depending on what they do with other series, shows, Daredevil, of course.
Well, Daredevil, I don't think he's gonna be no lead though. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about as far as what your big baddie's gonna be. You're gonna do like you already done shown. You did.
Yeah, you can't have a fucking grounded level big bad like that. No.
That's what I'm saying though. They're done with those. That's what I'm saying. They're done with those kind of threats. Everything now is more galactic.
I mean, it's kind of always been.
I mean, no, because fucking Thanos came to Earth and was fucking shit up. I'll give you that, but you think about like the Celestials. Not Celestials.
Celestials.
Yeah, Celestials, my bad. The Celestial, that's more like a galactic type god type of a level of threat. That's more of a galactic threat than a world threat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like those kind of like character like that, I think you do Galactus. You do those like galactic threats. Mm-hmm. So I think there's getting more into like other phases of things. Even with the Marvels, what do you expect the Marvels do? What the Marvels gonna be on? We're going to be on Earth, you think, or we're going to be on another planet?
No, I'll probably be on another planet for Marvels.
That's what I'm saying. But I get what you're saying about people want the phase 1, phase 2 earlier stuff.
I'm not.
I get that.
It's not even like visual. I'm just talking about like as far as like quality, as far as like
storyline, yeah, more grounded, more grounded.
You know, not the what the MC recipe, like the basic copy and paste MC recipe, as far as like, oh, let's throw in these jokes, throw in this final battle, final act, like like.
Hey, hold on, I got to disagree with you on that.
Like this formula.
I got to disagree with you on that. The formula's been changed. You can't say the formula's been the same because the formula's changed because they've given different directors who have different artistry types chances with films. Doctor Strange Multiverse has nothing like Antman or nothing like Shang-Chi. Those are all different films. You can't say Phase 4 anything's the same. So you think Shang-Chi's like Multiverse? You think Shang-Chi's like Multiverse of Madness? Or is it different films with different feels?
I mean, they're different films, but
with different feels too. They feel like the directors are directing them. They have different touches on them. They're not like it's not like it's the same. Oh, blah 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 blah. They do different things. Mm-hmm. Like I think Phase 4. One thing on Phase 4 you can look at and say is like every director. They got directors that people didn't think were. I don't know about him being in a Marvel movie, and they've tried different things, and they give these people all the control to do whatever they want to do in their movies, which is why we got movies are very different in Phase 4.
Did they?
Yeah.
Because Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was very limited based on what they could have done, because the director didn't really have full control over it.
Okay, to a certain extent, you know what I mean by control, a certain extent control, but you got.
And even Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, like I enjoy the movie, but at the end of the day, it was for what it should have been.
That's it.
It didn't like you say it's Multiverse of Madness, but you only explored multiverse with what? How many? You only explored what? 1, 2 different universes.
Okay, that's fine.
And then you had you jumped through with him in America. They jumped through some real quick, but that was pretty much it.
Okay, so you say you want more. You want more. That's fine. You can say that. But what I'm saying is you can't say all those films have the same recipe. They're all different films. Go look at Phase 4 and tell me they're all different films, though. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, as far as like the...
You said the recipe, nigga. Everybody just cook the same meal.
I'm talking about the casuals as far as those
Even the casuals have been looking at that shit sad.
Those that have been on Twitter, you know, those people.
You can't listen to Twitter, bro. You know Twitter, people ain't real on Twitter.
I'll say those people.
I see all kinds of shit on Twitter, bro. I remember hearing people say one woman needs armpit hair on Twitter. You can't listen to Twitter, everything they say.
Yeah. But the end credit scene was pretty cool. You know, you saw the Council of Canes.
That was dope.
Which was really tight to see. 3 notable ones that they showed. I think one was Immortus and the other one was Ramatut, which probably like one of the earliest versions of Kane. I know that was like the first Kane to ever appear.
And the other one,
in the comments.
What's his name?
I think it's supposed to be Centurion.
Yeah, he's not red.
He's not red. Yeah, he's purple, which is weird. And then even like you see some of the other versions like throughout in the room, like it's weird. And also that's kind of like, I know like Council of Canes in the comics, but it's also like the way they were showed. It was kind of like Rick and Morty with the Council of Ritz. Same thing, you know, Rick and Morty writers. And if I don't know if you noticed this, but even like some of the technology that they use to come into the room, it will that too. But also like there was a notable one that was the same as Reed Richards when he came into Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. The same, same portal technology.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Hey.
And they've in you know in the comics he's Reed Richards' father, one of his variants.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The future bright at Marvel, bro. The future bright. You gotta be happy about Phase 5. You gotta be excited about what's coming.
I mean, I'm curious. I'm still curious. I won't say oh Phase 5 gonna be fucking amazing.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Phase 5 will be tight. I think Marvel's gonna be a sleeper. I think Marvel's the sleeper in this phase. I
still gotta wait because what if we come down to Marvel's and that shit's ass? Then it's like,
I don't believe it will. I love what Miss Marvel did. I love Miss Marvel that show. I love Monica Rambeau's character. I love Monica Rambeau so far in the MCU.
Okay.
And Brie Larson, I feel like has learned, you know. And I feel like at the end of Miss Marvel, that little post-credit scene, even though it's short, I feel like it was a different take on Brie Larson, her character.
Okay.
I'll tell you, Miss Marvel's going to be good.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we're going to see.
Or the Marvels, not bad. The Marvel's going to be good.
We're going to see.
Miss Marvel's meant for the big screen.
Yeah.
She's amazing. The actress. She does a great job.
Yeah. Forgot her name. But yeah, she's good. The other end credit scene was... you know, they were in a town. It was auditorium. You saw someone on stage. It was Victor Timely, which is another Kane variant. And then you see in the crowd Loki and Mobius talking to each other, and they're like, "Oh, like that's him. That's the guy. Like, you know, that Loki."
Mobius don't know what the fuck he talking about.
Yeah, Mobius doesn't know what he's talking about, but yeah, that was pretty cool because you know that scene's going to be in Loki season 2. It's going to tie into Loki season 2, so that was pretty cool. You know, I do think the Kane aspect, like, it definitely leaves a lot to be answered down the road. It leaves you to be curious as far as like, oh, which Kane's going to appear in what? You know, what is I think
we're going to see Kane in every movie going forward now, at least a version.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Kind of, you know.
Just to build it up. You know what I mean? But overall, man, Jonathan Majors done a great job, man. Be able to play that many characters and do that many different kind of portrayals of a character. That's amazing, man. He's done a great job. I'm happy for him, all the success he's having right now with that. And then with Creed 3, I know it's going to be amazing. So, shout out Jonathan Majors.
Yeah. Trying to think what else about this damn movie. I can't believe you said that M.O.D.O.K shit was alright.
I get what they were trying to do. I'm not saying it was great. I'm just saying the joke about him being his brother, it was funny because Antman looking at him like, right? Huh? So it made sense. It was funny. And as far as him trying to turn good, I guess it was kind of like, hey, bro, this man's treating me like shit too. So, like, shit, maybe there's some good still in me. See if I got any good left in me. Let me try to fuck him up and kill him.
Man, I can't believe you.
I'm just saying, bro. You get shit on by somebody, you gonna eventually want to turn on their ass. Nobody stays loyal to somebody who whooping their ass and treat them like shit.
I mean, but you only saw it one time.
But why was the point of showing it? To explain why that happened. That's the point of showing it. To get you to see, oh shit, he treats him like shit.
And even if he did treat him like shit, like I've seen Starscream get treated like shit plenty of times by Megatron.
Where the fuck Starscream gonna go?
Starscream's still loyal to the fuck.
Like an idiot, yes, he's an idiot. Okay, that's the only one.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, and even sometimes in the comments, you see, like, I've seen M.O.D.O.K be treated like shit by to Red Skull and everything, but he never turns on them niggas.
It's a different version of M.O.D.O.K, bro.
And it's a version I don't like.
It's a movie version.
At the end of the day, I hated how it ended for him. When he first came on screen, I was like, hey man, he kind of dope. Excited to see what they do with M.O.D.O.K in the future.
Bro, he was getting bitched all movie, bro.
And then by the end, I was like, God damn it.
He was getting bitched the whole movie, bro.
Nah.
Motherfucker ain't gonna pit with that shit for so long.
Nah, he only got bitched by Kane. So
Kane was bitched. Yeah, Kane bitched him, bro, in front of everybody. Kane said, "You don't talk while I'm in the room." God damn.
Okay, man.
Oh,
if anything, I would respect Kane more the fact that you can tell that motherfucker, hey, bro, don't talk. Only I talk when I'm in the room, and that nigga still follows your damn command. But the fact that I bitched this guy and he ends up turning on me, like, come on, bro. No, I would respect you more if a nigga feared you so much that he's loyal to you down to the core.
But nobody's gonna do that if you have a chance to take that motherfucker out. You're gonna try to kill that motherfucker if you can. If given the chance, you can try to kill him. You watch Power, don't you?
Nah,
what Dre do?
Nigga, we ain't talking about Power.
I'm saying, what Dre do?
We ain't talking about Power.
But another thing I like was Kane when he was interrogating Antman, and he had Scott Lang's daughter all up in the fucking about ready to rip her ass in the two. That shit was lit. He turned her out. He's like, I like that. Shit was tight.
Yeah.
And he thought he was Thor. He's like, "Are you the one with the hammer?" It's just fine. But he really knew it was Ant-Man though.
Yeah, Kane was dope, especially when they attacked the damn Citadel or whatever, and that motherfucker jumped down and started bodying them niggas left and right.
They ran back then. They didn't want no more smoke.
God damn, that one nigga shot his damn beams at him. He said, "Just work that shit around."
Battery,
I was like, God damn.
That was tight. He did that.
Like that nigga was different, bro.
He was tight.
I'm trying to think. But yeah, I mean,
I'm cool with M.O.D.O.K being a one and done, bro. I really am.
No, I wish
because there's more to explore with characters. We have more villains. We don't need a M.O.D.O.K no more. If you're not gonna do it again. If they bring him back, cool. If they don't, I'm okay. I got him. He's done.
Nah, they could have.
There's so much other shit we want to see. We got Sabretooth, fucking Magneto coming. There's so much other shit coming.
If you're gonna get rid of M.O.D.O.K, I would have preferred a better way than what the fuck they did.
To give him a damn ending where
No, you did. You gave him an ending with the fucking redemption arc.
What's wrong with the redemption arc, bro? Why don't everybody be fucking?
Because I don't want every fucking villain to have a fucking redemption arc. It
makes the character. It's not black and white though. It gives that gray area.
It's stupid.
You always talk all the time how you want black and white. You get the gray area.
What are you talking about?
When you have
which villains do I say? You know what? I want a redemption arc for.
No, I'm not saying you want that, but I'm always talking about how they want movies that are more like, hey, the villains are just a basic ha ha ha. I'm a bad guy. I'm just bad. Ha ha ha. They want more story behind the villain. Right?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Villains can have backstories. There's no problem
with villains. Can also have in a backstory though, a villain can also have reasons to turn back good.
No.
He ain't gotta stay bad.
No, when I watch Joker and I see Joker's
When
I watch Joker and see Joker's backstory, I'm like, damn, I feel bad for Joker. But at the end of the day, I'm not saying, man, I hope he turns good, bro.
Because Joker's a psychopath. You know what he is? He's a murderer. He was killing people. He's a murderer. You knew he was bad. But what I'm saying is like certain characters like Christian Bale's
when I saw Killmonger, I thought, damn, man, Killmonger might be right on certain things, but at the end of the day, I never said, oh, man, let's make Killmonger a hero. Some of y'all niggas were saying, let's make Killmonger the next Black Panther.
Because Killmonger wasn't a villain because of just being a villain. Killmonger was a villain because of his...
Still, never wanted it.
Okay, but my point is this, Killmonger was a villain because of the situation. He wasn't actually a person that said, oh, I hate the fucking world, I'm going to kill everybody. It was because of the situation he was put in, the way he saw in his life, which made him turn like that. That's what I'm saying. Joker's not the same because Joker literally is a madman. He lives for chaos.
Okay, but
there's no turning that man around.
I'm saying bring up a villain where I would say, you know what? All right, I'm fine with them having a redemption arc, turning good.
You're probably not gonna say that.
There's only one in the history, and that is Darth Vader.
Okay,
that is the only one.
And why does Darth Vader get a pass?
Huh?
Why does Darth Vader get a pass? He killed all kinds of people and kids. Why does he get a pass?
Well, one, he was misled.
So he killed people.
He was misled.
What's your point? He killed people. So was Killmonger.
You're right. He was misled. But at the end of the day, Darth Vader, he was misled. He had a kid that changed everything. That kind of changed his perspective.
Okay.
So
you can say about the God Killer Christian Bale's character. He lost his daughter, which turned him bad, and then when he got his daughter back and realized, hey, my daughter can go live a happy life, I'm good.
No.
See, you pick and choose, but same shit.
Still
why did Christian Bale's God kill?
One, I didn't want Christian Bale's God Killer to turn good. One, because he didn't even he wasn't even a God Killer in the damn movie.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the movie. Why did he turn back good? Because his daughter was alive and his daughter was able to be saved. He's wanted his daughter to be safe. Mm-hmm. He wanted his daughter back. That's why he turned bad. Because the gods did not listen to his prayers while his daughter and him starved. His daughter died of starvation.
Yes.
So he wanted to, once he got his kid back, he was cool.
But he's, in my opinion, his kid should have never been brought back. That's what, and then he would have stayed bad. That's my.
No, he wouldn't. He would die. The sword was killing him.
Okay, well, either way, he would have died. He would have died.
But it made sense for him to get redemption. It made sense because the character was never a bad man. The character was a man of God, but was treated like shit by the gods. So he decided to kill the motherfuckers, and then he got his daughter back and realized, I have my daughter back. I'm good now. I can die in peace. My daughter's back alive. No. That's a good story because you're looking at like all villains got to be black and white. Not all villains are black and white. There's gray in between.
I never said that. In the gray is their bad story. That is
the gray, but the gray can mean you're not truly bad. It could mean you did some bad things, but you can still be redeemed. That's what I'm saying. That's what the gray counts as too. You can just use that in one way. The gray counts as that too. You done some bad things, but you can be redeemed.
No.
What you mean?
Not like that.
But you let Darth Vader get away with it. Darth Vader, you said something about Darth Vader, bro.
What was about Darth Vader?
You said Darth Vader's son changes things. All that kind of stuff changes things. And the gray areas in Darth Vader changes things. Same with the God Killer. Used his kid. Same thing.
His kid.
Same thing.
He was tricked. I'm saying the thing that
he still killed.
Hold on. The thing that made him turn evil, he was misled in the first place. That's what made him turn evil.
Why? He killed his wife.
Huh?
He killed his own wife.
Well, I'm saying as far as the fear that Palpatine put into him and everything.
Okay, that was his fear. Okay, that's his fear though. His fear. He could have told the council what was going on. That was his fear. So my point is, you can't use that as an excuse to say, oh, he can be redeemed. That's any character, bro. That's what I'm saying. You're picking and choosing. The gray counts as A, bro. Some people can be redeemed, some people can't. Joker cannot be redeemed.
And technically, Darth Vader, even if Darth Vader, let's say
I'm
saying, let's say Darth Vader lived. Do I think Darth Vader?
It's not about live. It's about the story of the character turning back good because the character was never truly bad. He made some bad decisions because of fear, right? Mm-hmm. He made his decision out of fear. The God Killer made his decision because he lost his daughter.
Okay, what do you think Darren Cross was? What do you think his intentions were when he was an Ant-Man?
He wanted to be the next CEO. I'm not saying he was bad in that movie. I agree, but also this is 30 plus years later, possibly. This is some time later. He's been in the quantum realm for a long time. You think people's mindset can change?
Actually, it was not 30 years in the damn quantum realm.
The first Antman movie, his daughter is like what, 5?
Yes.
Now she's what, 16, 17?
15.
15, so he's about
16, I don't know.
So he's about 11 years. And the quantum realm, time moves different in the quantum realm. It feels longer. Maybe not 30 years, but he's been out for a long time because it feels longer in the quantum realm.
No, I think
it's the opposite.
I think it's quantum realm.
I think it's the opposite way around. I think the quantum realm, it feels longer in the real world than the quantum realm.
And also, but again, because Scott Lang, the reason why it didn't feel that long because he was in the void. He wasn't deep down in the quantum realm. He was in that middle space. Because there's a difference between why Scott Lang didn't age, but Hope aged throughout. Hope aged with them when she got brought out.
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer, she aged.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hope aged, or not Hope. Janet aged when she was down there.
So maybe time goes a little different. That's all I'm saying. But my point is, the character has been down there for a while, been treated like shit. People start to realize, hey, maybe low key I was tripping. Maybe I was too harsh. That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that's what I'm looking at it like.
That was my big.
Red Hood changed. He became a good guy.
What?
Red Hood?
Red Hood did what?
Became good.
Man, shit. Red Hood's still on his own damn warpath.
Made Red Hood like a good guy.
Red Hood still, yes, he's. I guess you could say he follows under Batman.
Okay,
and that was in Gotham Knights. Other versions, that motherfucker doesn't care. He's kind of like he's that anti-hero. Like,
but there's been versions where
he goes beyond what Batman does.
Okay, but there's still been versions where he's been good, following Batman's lead. So what I'm saying is, every character has gray. Is he bad? Not all the way. See? Checkmate.
Nah. Red Hood's different, though. I didn't like how this Kang was killed. I wish he would have just been like...
He wasn't killed, bro.
I mean, it's implied that he's killed. We'll see if he's actually dead or not.
He's not dead, bro.
We don't see. But I'm saying right now, they have established that he's killed, or even the Kangs have said he's dead. So,
okay.
To me, it's like... if he's the one that was banished, he's the worst. He's the worst one. He's the one that they fear the most, so they banish his ass. Like I would expect you to be the one that.
That's why he's not dead.
I hope he isn't. I'm saying I hope he isn't.
I don't believe he's dead, bro. I think they probably think he's dead. That motherfucker's not dead, bro.
But if I'm saying if he happens to be dead, then I'm gonna be like,
okay. First, we gotta see. We gotta see if that happens. I don't think he's dead though, bro. I don't think he's dead. You showed off Kane the Conqueror for a reason. There's no way you killed him off like that, bro. He'll be back. You can use a weaker Kane if you want to do that. He'll be back, bro. He's finna fuck with time. He's finna find a way to get out of that damn time loop thing. He's gonna get out of the damn quantum realm, and he's gonna go back and he's gonna go to the past and change shit. He might kill some of the motherfuckers back in the past. He's gonna go back and kill them. That's why I say he brought up past, because he was talking about how he's gonna go back and kill all of them. That's going backwards, not changing timelines, backwards.
Yeah, we gonna see. We
are.
Also, at the end, like when Cassie made the speech, fine with it, but I wish it was Scott that made the speech.
Scott ass was fighting,
and why? The reason why I'm saying I wish Scott was in a position to make a speech and step up and just the whole movie, like they talk about him not being a hero and everything, and like he's kind of a guy that's fell back into saving the world. He's writing his book and everything. But it would have showed like character growth, because it's a guy who has been on Team Captain America, so you learn from Captain America. Like you were inspired by Captain America, so you have the chance to finally, in a way, be that Captain America to these people and give them an uprising speech as far as why they should fight for their home. So I don't know. I feel like that could have worked pretty well if they did that.
Yeah, I didn't care. I didn't care either way. I thought it was cool with her doing it, because they kind of established her as being somebody who's like a freedom fighter and wanting to help the world and stuff like that, and help people that are less fortunate and stuff like that in bad situations. So it made sense for her to be the one to put the message out. I didn't care. Either way, I've been cool though.
That shit.
Yeah, you reaching now.
It was alright. I mean, that speech didn't get me hyped, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If I was one of them people, I wouldn't have been fighting. They kind of, it did kind of have like that Star Wars moment to it, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, when all them fucking ships came at the very end. All right, you guys, that will be all for our Antman and the Wasp Quantumania review. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts on the film down below if you enjoyed the film. And also, as I stated again, my grade for it again is a 7.5. Javante.
It's not grade, motherfucker. That's a damn number score.
Or my rating for it is 7.5. Javante's rating is 8. Correct me, you motherfucker. And let us know.
8.2 to be exact.
Motherfucker, we ain't doing that shit.
8.2.
You have 8, 8.5, 9.
8.2.
No, we ain't doing that.
It's better than 8, but it ain't better than 8.5. It's 8.2.
Stop it.
But I will say it's one of the better Marvel projects I've seen in a while. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Phase 5's gonna be lit, guys. Trust me.
I'm not ready to say that shit.
Don't listen to him. He gave me for Shazam pretty soon.
I'm not ready to state that. But hey, I hope Phase 5 surprises me. I'm not gonna get hyped and then
Kane got me hyping up for Phase 5 though.
We gonna see.
Kane didn't do it for you?
Well, let me be honest. If Kane wasn't in this movie, would you have rated this movie that high?
Well, no shit. That's any movie though.
Well, no. I'm saying, like, let's say if it wasn't Kane, and let's say they just had M.O.D.O.K be the generic villain in the.
No, man, that's good. But also, we look forward to Kane. Kane is part of the reason why we're in this. We're part of this phase. This phase is exciting because Kane.
I know. That's what I'm saying though. As far as the film, like, that's why I don't give it that high of a grade, because it's like, without Kane, Kane was just that standout fucking guy. Kane, he did what he did.
That's in the movie though.
Yeah, and let's say if Kane was just in the movie, but he didn't really do shit.
Does Batman Dark Knight get any love if the Joker ain't in it? Come on now, dog.
Huh?
That's any movie though.
No.
Dark Knight's not good without Joker.
No.
Same thing. See, I put Riddler in that position. It's not as good.
No. Again, because Dark Knight, beyond that, there is that aspect of corruption in Gotham.
It wouldn't be as good.
That is.
It would not be as good though.
That is another part of the.
Are you trying to tell me it would be as good without Joker?
Well, I'm saying there's another part of the storytelling as far as the corruption, as far as Harvey Dent and his fall from grace.
Okay, let's say Two-Face was the main villain, or let's say Riddler and Two-Face was the main villain. Is that movie good?
I still think the movie's strong. Yeah.
Y'all tell me one minute time.
I still think the movie's strong.
You a damn idiot.
Yeah, I still think it's a strong movie.
Bro, Joker's the most iconic part of that fucking franchise.
It doesn't make it like, oh man, one of the
movie goes from a 9.5, 9 to a fucking 7.5, 8.
Yeah.
It's a drop.
That's not bad.
And I might still be more of a drop. I'm probably being lenient with the 8. It might be more of a 6.5, 7 because Joker, Heath Ledger really does make that film pop.
Stop it.
He does. Motherfucker, you not see how many people dress up as Heath Ledger's Joker for Halloween? I ain't never seen nobody dress up as chicken Batman.
I'm not saying Heath Ledger doesn't make the film pop, but what I'm saying is, as far as like the story around it, around Joker, and just Batman in general, it's great as well.
If that's the case, then the Bane would be considered a lot better. So I still disagree because the Bane would be considered a lot better than it is. It was about the story.
Yeah, the Bane, the Bane's the weakest one.
Because the villain's the weakest one. Bane's the worst villain of the 3.
Really?
He is. From Joker to Bane, as a way drop was okay. How big's the drop from Joker to Bane?
Because technically,
how big's the drop from Joker to Bane?
No, I'm saying I think Bane. The Bane as the character, the villain, is better than Scarecrow. But I think Scarecrow, the movie outside of
Scarecrow was your main villain though. It was Ra's al Ghul.
Or Ra's al Ghul. Either way.
Okay, but the Joker movie, the Joker as the villain to Bane is a major drop off from the high. Joker was the top of the top, and you went to Bane, who was not that great, who was cool.
But what I'm saying, Javante, is because again, this is a film where you have a villain who you know is going to be a villain down the road. So what I'm saying is, if this movie just had a basic one-off,
it'd still be a good movie. It wouldn't be the excitement that we have for Kang, but it'd still be a good movie. If you told me M.O.D.O.K was the villain the whole movie, I'd be like, okay, it's still a solid movie. If you change things up and make M.O.D.O.K the main villain, I'd be like, okay, cool. I'm cool with it. Good movie. Good movie for Antman. Good movie. But when you put Kang in there, it brings on more expectations and also more excitement because, like, Kang.
So it would be your rating if it was just M.O.D.O.K.
I'm not gonna be. That's a whole different movie then. You're talking about a whole different story and everything. I can't give a rating because that'd be a whole different story.
No, I'm just saying you gave Dark Knight a rating without Joker.
I said I replaced Joker. I just said if I had no Joker, I'd be like, hey, that's at least a 6.5, 6, maybe lower. It'd probably be a 6, 6.5 for Batman. Wow, Joker's just that amazing in that film. If you told me M.O.D.O.K is the main villain, it probably could still get a 7.5.
Well, of course they're gonna have a. I'm not saying Joker. If you take Joker out, of course they're gonna be a villain.
No, if you replace Joker with a lesser villain, it's not as good.
Like if I made Two-Face the main.
Yeah,
villain,
it doesn't hit.
I still think the movie hits.
No, it doesn't.
Boy,
you fucking lying.
Now it won't get the fucking praise like we praise.
They don't hit then.
It won't get like the.
It won't make the Dark Knight trilogy one of the best trilogies.
It won't get the praise that we get nowadays. Like okay,
if you take Joker out, is it still one of the better superhero comic book movies ever?
I still think it would be a good Batman movie.
Is it one of the best comic book movies ever then?
Huh?
Is it one of the best comic book movies ever then?
Probably not, but it still would be a good Batman movie. Yes.
Is that because it's Batman?
No, it would be a good Batman movie.
I think you're underplaying what Joker is to that movie.
I'm not underplaying it. I'm saying Joker makes that movie fucking stand out, amazing, top tier DC.
So if you don't have Joker, you have Two-Face. It might be okay. 6.5.
It's a good movie.
It's a 6.5.
You say that? I mean, I probably would say more of a 7.5, 8 still.
That means you don't think it's a 10 with Joker.
Yes, it is a 10 with Joker.
Okay, well, I don't know. I'd probably say 6.5. But if M.O.D.O.K was your main villain, it'd still be a good movie, I think.
Okay.
I don't think that's something for me a good movie. I think Kang just gets us excited because we know that's the big baddie. Kind of like, but we never had nothing like this. Like Thanos came.
But that's what I'm saying because you know Kang is the big baddie moving forward. So that's what I'm saying. You're excited about Kang.
Yes.
But I'm saying if M.O.D.O.K was just a one-off villain,
I still think the movie's a good movie though. But it'll still be a good movie.
Okay.
I still think this franchise is better than the Thor franchise. It just that was the case.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you gonna say?
He ain't gonna fuck me up, Young Kid. Don't worry, I got you, Young Kid.
Yeah, of course. I know you. I know you in his payroll. It's all good though.
Yeah, we're on the payroll. You are too. I'm not you ain't on the payroll of Marvel.
Shit, motherfucker.
Marvel cashing you them checks too.
No, I state my damn opinion.
Shit,
if they would have casted my chest, nigga,
well, he be calling Marvel.
If they would have casted my chest, I would have been quiet on the recast T'Challa front. But you don't see me being quiet on that front. Do I? But yeah, let us know your thoughts on Ant-Man the Wasp, Quantumania. Let us know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed this review, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And also let us know some of your favorite parts about Ant-Man the Wasp, Quantumania. Do you agree with some of our points? Do you disagree? Let us know your thoughts on the M.O.D.O.K one for sure. I definitely want to get y'all's opinion on that down below as well. But again, like, share, subscribe. I'm DeAndre.
MC to the day we die. I'm Javante.
And this is Dre and Jay. Deuces.
Ah!